Hey, good morning YouTube. This is Scott's Garage. Today I want to make some Capicola. So the way I do it, you don't have to buy anything. All you do is buy your meat. That's it. And that's all. We're going to use some pepper, some chili powder, and I'm going to use a little bit of sodium nitrate. And to cure our meat, we're going to use some kosher salt. I'm supposed to buy one big loin, right? And, you know, a big loin's about 5 pounds, 6 pounds. And the thing is the price was, let's say, $6.99 a pound. Anyways, it came up to $30. Well, I found a way to cut my price down to about half, even more than half. I buy these, I don't know what you call them, pork tenderloins, but the small ones like this. Okay. It makes really small capicoli, but I got 4 of them. Or if I want to, I can wrap them up, all the 4 together. You know, make one big capicoli. I might just do that. The process is very simple. Right now I'm going to open these up. And we're gonna wash them, then we're gonna pat them dry, and we're gonna put them in the tub here with our brine, kosher salt, pink salt, and some pepper, and we're gonna spread it all over. Make sure we got a nice coating, and we're gonna put these in our little bucket here. And then I'm going to put saran wrap on top. I'm going to put a lid on it, put it in the fridge for 3 days. So let's get washing these. Then we're just going to dry them. Not too much fat on here, so that's pretty good. But if you buy something with a lot of fat, you can remove some. And I'm gonna lay down a layer of salt. You don't want to put too much. I say for about 4 pounds, you put about 1 ounce of salt. So we're gonna lay them down like that. Then I'm just gonna roll it in it, so it's nice and even all around. And do the ends. Now that I put my pepper and my salt, my pink salt, half a teaspoon of pink salt, you mix it up with your salt, and then you just spread it evenly. Layer some pepper in the bottom, lay your pieces on top, put some pepper on top, and now we're ready to cover it with saran wrap. And put it right on top of the meat. Bring it down right to the meat. Now we're just going to put our cover on it, and we're going to put this in the fridge for about 2.5 days to 3 days. There we go. I'll see you back in 3 days. It's been in the fridge for 3 days, and it's time to prep it so it can dry over a month. Here's our Capicola. It's time to open that up and see what we got. Oh my goodness. Sure smells good. Now what we need to do is take these out, rinse our container, and then what we're going to do is actually wash these with wine or rinse them. Just for now. Now I'm gonna rinse my container real quick. And here's the wine I chose. Somewhat of a cheap wine, doesn't really matter, it's just a rinse. I'm gonna open that up and put a little bit of wine in there. We're just gonna pour a little bit of wine in here like this. Don't need too much. Okay, so now what we just need to do is roll it in there, kind of rinse it with the wine. So here we go, I got one done. And so what I decided to do, I'm not going to wrap these individually since they're 4 small tenderloins. I'm going to tie them all up together. So we're going to have one big Capicoli when that's done. We got our 4 pieces here. They've been rinsed in wine. Now what we need to do is move these aside a little bit and put our spices right on here evenly. What we're going to do is just roll each pieces so there's spices all around. Don't mind me, folks, I like pepper, so there. So as you can see, we got a coat of pepper and cayenne. I'm just gonna roll like this. Basically, pretty simple. There we go. There's one. There we go. Our 4 pieces are done. Now look how nice that looks. Now what I'm going to do is just use a piece of cotton. Basically a cotton rag. What you need to do is wrap them like this. I'm gonna start with a loop here. You can buy some butcher netting. But to me, that's just a lot of things to buy when you don't need to. So we want this pretty tight, okay? Because they gotta be held together. And now we're gonna go another 1.5 inches or so. Gonna go underneath. And I'm done wrapping. It's ready for the fridge. It's spiced up. We're done. Now I'm just gonna hang it up in the fridge, and that's gonna stay there for 3.5 to 4 weeks. That's gonna stay there for 3.5 to 4 weeks. My refrigerator is set to 50 Fahrenheit. And I got a bowl of water in there to keep the humidity in check because the refrigerator is pretty dry, so I keep it between 70 and 75% humidity. And there's the dry Italian sausage I was making last week. Big difference already. They've shrunk about 25% already, and it's only been 3-4 days. You can tell the color's changing. Looks already pretty yummy. All the updates for these 3 videos I'm making for these 3 dried cured Italian meats that I'm making, there's gonna be only one update for all 3 of them, and it's gonna be next month when they're all 3 of them are ready. I'm gonna make a video on cutting the 3 of them and showing the results and even tasting all of them. So alright guys, till next time, we'll see you guys on my next video.